Another day drawing on the train.
Hey, yo, you mind if I sit here?
Really? The whole train is empty and he wants to sit here.
Oh, cool, you draw? Okay, I see you putting pencil to paper. I do some art myself too, you know. It's more like
Here
3D
we
art,
go.
like stuff you see in museums. But it's
Really?
it's more like animals and less like abstract shapes. It's fun or whatever, you know, like helps you pass the time, so that's cool. But what you do, that's dope. That's different. Being able to draw from life, you know, capturing the moment.
I hope this dude stops talking.
Me, on the other hand, I'd be messing with metal and stuff, you know, like jewelry, anklets, bracelets. I used to try and make jewelry for friends, but
Okay.
something about being able to bend something that's not supposed to be broken. Something about that in particular is therapeutic. And I love that I can mess with gold, silver, tungsten, palladium, steel, platinum, and a whole bunch of other things. But it gets chaotic, it gets so complicated so fast. Like I got so many tools, saws, hammers, metal stamp, disc cutters. Like, what am I doing cutting metal with metal? Like,
Okay. He's a little weird,
as well.
but not too
I don't
bad.
even know what else.
Maybe just a few screws loose.
Drawing's pretty freeing though, right? Would you say so? Yeah, I mean, look at you. People don't really listen. And I'm getting tired of being tuned out. Like, everything I say goes into one ear, not the other. I just wish that, you know, like, well, this is my stop. That right there, that's a cool picture. Yeah. You keep on doing you, and I appreciate you hearing me out.
Huh. That's new.
So for Gameheads, we kind of just need to produce like a short film that incorporates both like elements of motion capture as well as like using Unreal. It takes place on a train. You have two characters and they have a brief conversation of sorts, and our main character kind of comes away as like from this conversation as having learned something about themselves, where they're like, maybe I do want to make friends. You have like a script set out and you have like all these shots planned out, and you have like a vision of what it's gonna look like in your head, and then you get on set and you're like, oh, this is gonna change significantly. So that's definitely been like a little hard to accept, and moving forward it's definitely something that'll be accounted for. It was just trying to make sure that we hit all like major plot points and like try to make sure everything made sense in a cohesive manner within like our like pretty short time limit that we have.
Most of my summer with the BP was rewriting and writing the script with Cam and our narrative consultant, Casey. We went through a first story draft and then we revamped the story to have more narrative in it.
I've mainly been tweaking the train itself and polishing how the materials look and the textures that are in the train on posters, and like sweeping up the actual floor, which originally started out very messy. For the interior, I wanted to keep it relatively flat because we found out that having like lighting inside kind of complicated way too much of the actual physical set. Originally, the exterior of the virtual world was going to be outside using like trees and a background that we had for the outside. But then last second we decided to switch and have the train be inside a tunnel, which the scrolling system was used to have like light bars that scrolled past outside of the window to kind of simulate that there's light in the tunnel that has been added there physically.
This summer I worked with Vive tracking, so making sure that Vive VR controllers are working as cameras, as well as the Vive tracker are working as cameras in the Unreal Engine. I also worked with keeping the mocap suits fully functional. The wire for one of the mocap suits was damaged, which led to problems with the sensors updating, which I fixed by opening up the base and replacing the wire. That way the sensors could download the update.
First, I used an iPhone to create a 3D scan of Zoram, our actor. I uploaded that into Unreal and converted that scan into a metahuman, which is a 3D recreation of Zoram that is fully animatable. Then I got in the motion capture suit and acted out the performance of the digital character, took that recorded animation and targeted it to the metahuman, 3D render of the actor, waving, saying hi, and then I create a shader on top of that, which converts that animation into a sketchbook style, and then composite that with the actual film.
So I was production assistant, and I emotionally supported everyone. I worked with the director and did different ideations of the green screen until he finally found one that worked with us. It was a lot of trial and error, a lot of long days working and then doing a lot of stuff. And then during film sets, I would help with lighting, I'd help with costume, I'll help with set design, just be there and be extra hands whenever it was needed around.
So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for future content coming out from the VP studio.